Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Retro Review, episode 27. Ho ho hoo! It's good, right? So, Shocktober is over. Rest in peace. But we thought a nice segue from Halloween to Christmas would be Nightmare Before Christmas! Yay!
So excited.
Good.
So excited.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink, trywink.com/moviebitches. You got $20 off, $22 off your first month of wine.
Trick or treat. So, Nightmare Before Christmas, a movie that I adore, so excited.
A movie that I saw for the second time just now.
But it is the 25th anniversary?
Yes.
It's the 25th anniversary. Craziness.
I know. So, okay, I'm just going to start off with the only complaint that I have. So we were watching it on Hulu, and the beginning of it is like the Disney, like it's like the new Disney logo.
I don't like it.
I don't either. I was like, you guys need to keep it the way that it is. Like, we should have watched the VHS tape.
Honestly.
There's something about that nostalgia where it's like the real old Disney thing. You're like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. This movie's 25 years old. It was part of my childhood, and I watched it 1,000 times until the VHS tape broke. I need that sense memory.
It's a Pavlovian response.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, there is a whole thing about how technically it's a Disney property, but they deemed it too scary at the time, so they put it under Touchstone.
Oh, really?
And then once it took off, Disney was like, oh no, it's cool. It can be Disney.
It's Disney.
We'll put it in Disneyland. That's how much we don't give a shit. Yeah. Just give us money.
We will rebrand an entire half of the park. But that was why I never watched it as a kid, was because the first time I saw it, it scared the living shit out of me because it was so creepy, and I was like, I don't like this. I like the Christmas stuff, not the Halloween stuff. I'm out.
I want to go to Christmas Town.
Exactly. Where's the Christmas Town movie? I'll watch that.
Your wheelhouse is more Halloween Town.
Yeah,
literally
the Disney Channel original Halloween Town. Yeah.
Not
Halloween
Town.
No, different.
This movie's definitely like Tim Burton's love letter to all the arty weird kids that loved Halloween and were like, depressed and finding themselves in high school. It's great. I was fine. But it's like, it's a movie for sort of the outcasts in a way, know, and it's so not Disney. And watching it now even, I was like, how the fuck did they make this movie? Yeah. How did Disney allow this to happen? Like the amount of terrifying visuals that occur in this film. Yeah. Freeze pretty much any frame of this movie that's in Halloween Town. Terrifying. Nightmare-inducing. Yeah. Terrifying.
Why I didn't watch this movie.
I used to be the most scared for some reason of the very first shot when the jack-o'-lantern scarecrow was like, ooh, and it came in and it was like, I'm coming to, and all that. I don't know why that one really got me.
And I don't know why, but the shadow of the Oogie Boogie Man, who was not that scary, although later on he does get pretty scary.
He's terrifying.
Yeah,
he's the big bad
true.
guy.
That is true.
So it's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's actually directed by Henry Selick.
Yeah.
Who did James and the Giant Peach and Coraline, and he sort of works with the Leica people, right?
Does he? Yeah.
I think he's part of that crowd. I think so.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It took 3 years of full production to make this movie happen. It's insane. Obviously, Tim Burton was in the middle of his heyday in the 90s, so he was busy.
So did he just produce it and art direct it, or?
So he wrote a short story called The Nightmare Before Christmas that's based on. And then there's a bit of back and forth about what he really did. It's a lot of his art and design and some of his characters. So technically he was a producer, but Henry Selick really was there on the day-to-day and really took it,
Sure, he made it the movie that it is.
Henry Selick has said I had to make a Tim Burton movie, essentially. I had to make it seem like it was a Tim Burton movie. And often it's forgotten that Tim Burton did not direct this.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Henry Selick, you're awesome.
Yeah. Well, and
fucking Denise Denovi, our favorite producer, she just keeps showing up being the most fabulous fucking cunt.
Right? It's every time you're like, was it weird that we put Denise Denovi on Fabulous Cunt Island? And you're like, nope, that was the right
Is it weird that she's the only producer, soul, that's her? No, not at all, because she's fucking fabulous.
Yes. Although I do think that maybe Nora Ephron gets a spot there too.
Oh yeah. Writer, director, producer. Nancy Myers? No.
No.
She doesn't make the grade.
But good kitchens.
She can come in and design the kitchen and leave. just get her production designer. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
So we start, voiceover, you know.
Yes,
you often might have wondered where all the holidays come from, and this
weird forest.
Wooded opening, and all the trees with the different holidays on them. Thanksgiving and Christmas and
4-leaf clover. I'm assuming is St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day. There's no Flag Day.
No, it was funny to me. I guess it was funny that there's an entire town that's St. Patrick's Day town.
I love it. I hope they're just drunk
all the time.
24/7. There's just a bunch of drunk leprechauns.
Yeah.
It's like Smurfs, but they're leprechauns and they're drunk.
Sure.
Love it.
Great.
There was no Arbor Day. I think that would have been a funny joke.
Because it's a tree?
It's a tree. It's just like a tree
on a tree. On a tree.
That
I guess Christmas Town was, but yeah, exactly.
I did always, like, as a kid, I was always like, oh, I want to go to the other towns and, like, see all the other holiday towns, and, like, why didn't they ever do sequels, like, in my mind,
wonder.
right? And it's Tim Burton convinced Disney, like, no, it's its own thing. We can't, I'm surprised that they weren't like, fuck you anyway, we're going to do it.
He might have been
Maybe
part of the
contract
of the rights or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I have the right to any other sequels, and I say no.
Exactly. But so I guess he was like, absolutely not. And they wanted to do it like cartoon, not animated. They wanted to like change it, and he was like, absolutely not.
You know that would be a shitty direct to like DVD, whatever.
Ariel's Christmas.
Exactly.
I'll get to see Christmas. All right, Okay.
This week, Jack Skellington goes to visit Ariel under the sea. And you're like, what?
Here for it. Possibly here for it.
He's just like down there, like blubble.
He doesn't need to breathe. Whatever. He can swim underwater.
Okay.
They're the perfect match for each other. Be great.
He has enough legs that he could give her like half of his legs because they're so long.
They're so goddamn long.
Yeah.
That's true. This went to a weird place.
Weird place.
We can't really talk about this movie and not talk about Danny Elfman. So Danny Elfman did all of the music.
Cool.
Wrote all the songs.
Great.
Is the singing voice of Jack Skellington.
Oh. I know him.
He is a very famous composer. And he did most of Tim Burton's orchestrations. It's an equivalent to like a Randy Newman, I would say.
Sure. Sure.
Like, oh, you've heard that voice. Or he's that composer that you know his name because whatever.
Right. Okay.
He does like, that kind of music.
Because the whole time I was trying to figure out the voices.
Well,
and I was like, it sounds, but no, who?
So, Chris Sarandon, because I can't not do it. I don't know what it is. It's Chris Sarandon, but I can't. Is the voice of Jack. Danny Elfman's the singing voice.
Got you.
And then the other big name is Catherine O'Hara. She's Sally. So she's the voice of Sally and of Shock the Witch.
Look, Shock, Barrel.
The 3 trick-or-treaters.
Oh.
So the trick-or-treaters are Danny Elfman, Catherine O'Hara, and Paul Reubens.
Oh. Look at that.
Because Tim Burton directed Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It all comes together.
It does. Look at that.
He really
reuses
and becomes friends with people because the voice of the mayor, is Ortho from Beetlejuice. He's the guy from Beetlejuice, and he's the priest in Heathers.
Oh.
So he's that guy.
Jack, please, I'm only an elected official here. I can't make decisions by myself.
And I think he's in Sleepwalkers, this really quite terrible Stephen King based, I think it's based on a Stephen King novel. Scared the shit out of me as a kid. Watched it now. It's a cartoon. It's, not literally, but it is hilarious.
What the fuck?
And I was like, oh, what was I so scared of?
You were
Because I was like 8.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's that guy. Well, so we get our first song.
Oh, yeah.
This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
This is Halloween.
So good.
Yeah.
It's very Monsters, Inc. in the opening.
Sure.
There's a lot of like, and I'm the one under your bed.
Yes,
It's like a lot of
this Scoopy thing.
Uh-huh.
There probably was something that was like a scoop, but it was a monster, and it was, So there you go. That's what it was intentional.
Great. It felt like Monsters Inc. But like obviously
Scarier.
way cooler.
Yeah.
Like way more awesome.
I like Monsters Inc.
I like Monsters Inc. fine, but the art direction in this fucking movie is so fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It still looks so beautiful.
It really does.
It didn't age, like not one frame aged poorly. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I just love looking at it. Like there's so many details.
Yes.
Every single prop set, every piece of it has a thought behind it.
Well, you know what I really liked was that a lot of times because stop motion is such a pain in the ass to make, like,
Right.
it becomes difficult to have it be this really elaborate set or background or whatever. But the way they worked around it was really great of using negative space and like black or whatever, but artistically. It's like, this fits and this sets a mood even though it's just empty space, or even though it's like, it was smart and a very skillful use of nothingness.
100%. All of the camera angles, there's so much movement. It just keeps going. I mean, it's a masterpiece. It's a fucking masterpiece. Can we talk about the mayor a little bit?
Oh my god,
I love him. His like bipolar,
like
two-faced, his like little candy corn shaped head.
Yep.
Jack!
Jack! Answer me!
But they did a really good job of like, while everyone in this movie looks scary, none of the characters actually are, except for the Oogie Boogie,
who's supposed to be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so it's like that kind of fun thing. Also, like Halloween Town, which we will review next year. We didn't get to it this year. It's okay. We'll do it.
It's okay.
No, but much like Halloween Town, it's like, ooh, they're all scary, but they're just real people living in this town, trying to, make the best Halloween or Christmas or Hallow Christmas that they can.
Well, and at its core, the plot is very human, Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, the king of Halloween Town. I mean, they have a mayor.
Right.
But then he seems to really be in charge and somehow keeps Oogie Boogie in line.
Right.
Because he's the scariest. I'm not sure exactly the government that set up democracy.
Don't think it's democratic. Although maybe he's elected mayor, so maybe it is.
He says, I'm a public official. I can't make my own decisions. Oh, Jack! You're right. Like, every single character was thought about and is referencing something. We've got the Wolfman, we've got the devil, we've got the creepy unicycle clown.
Oh, yes. Terrifying.
And
we have the vampires.
Everyone...
You know what it reminded me of when they would talk?
It's a High School Smash.
I'm sure.
It's
That's
Monster Mash.
Yes, that.
High School Smash? That's not what it is.
It was a graveyard.
Graveyard.
Smash.
I took it to the prom. I don't know why.
Yeah. Ooh, not mad about that.
Right?
Yeah. That's like prom night 7, graveyard Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a Halloween prom.
I like it.
But then it turns out that there's like crazy people, there's like a crazed killer on the loose, and their costume is not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They really do have a chainsaw.
Yeah. Yes.
We can work on that one.
And it was
a real crazy person, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you're so silly. Oh my god, you cut my arm off. You're like,
you cut my arm off.
No, but the vampire voices reminded me of Madame LeQueer in Hot in Tuckahoe.
Kind of.
I kind of like, or maybe it was Kenya Michaels.
Yeah.
I kind of like the smell.
I kind of like the smell.
I peeked behind the Cyclops' eye. I did.
Yeah,
it
was basically Count Chocula. I mean, it was a lot, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Count Chocula cereal is coming your way. How about the monster for breakfast today?
I like to...
I slowly getting faster.
So good. Never gets old.
The blues band that lives in the town with their... I mean, apparently that the head that's inside the stand-up bass is Danny Elfman.
Oh, fun.
Like it's modeled after him or whatever.
Nice work, Bone Daddy.
Nice work, Bone Daddy. There was so many things I used to say all the time, like for no reason.
Yeah.
Why am I talking like this old jazz musician? No. Because I am.
Kindred spirits.
Yeah. I love that later when he tries to teach them Jingle Bells. It's like their instruments are incapable of playing anything joyful.
Yes. It's like
everything's attitude and dissident.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like the most depressing Jingle Bells ever.
Yeah, it's like their instruments only have like minor keys.
Yes, they only have minor keys. They can only play the blues.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the night after Halloween.
Yes. They're
all coming down off their big high.
It was such a great Halloween. It was the best one ever. Oh my god.
And the plot really starts to unfold with Jack basically having a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
He's stuck in a rut.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I guess so. Just like last year. And the year before that.
Same old
thing
scares,
every year.
every year. I need something new in my life, and we get to meet Zero.
Yeah. We never find out why he has a glowing nose, except for to make the perfect reindeer, but...
It's actually a little jack-o'-lantern.
Cute! That's silly. I like that a lot.
The details.
Well, again, because and we see this so much now too with like the Leica stuff, where it's like they have the time and the budget and the scale and whatever to really go crazy. But when you are creating every frame, you have to make sure all the details are there.
Exactly.
And then I think that makes them so much more thoughtful.
There's an empty place in my bones.
And Jack's lament in the graveyard. Oh, what am I doing with my life? What does it all mean? He's basically having an existential crisis.
Yes. I always loved this where I'm dead, so, or what does he say?
Since I am dead, I can take off my head.
And recites Shakespearean quotation. And he's Yorick.
Great.
He's his own York. It's a delight. Kids don't know what that is.
That's for the parents. Yeah.
Love it. And obviously, like the infamous spiral.
Oh, yeah. Talk about iconic
imagery, right?
Exactly, and framing, and like that's masterpiece, like you said. It's just
and the way that he walks down it, the way that it uncurls and then curls back.
It reminds me
like organically.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a pea tendril or something, like one of those.
Totally. We start to sort of develop more of the characters in the town, and we meet the evil scientist.
Oh my gosh! Well, and this was creepy and uncomfortable for a long time. I mean, I guess it always is still because he's like trying to make her his slave. But
she is his slave, and she's just resisting.
Yes, but it's like for a long time it feels sexually creepy.
You're coming with me.
No, I'm not.
And I guess it still is at the end because he creates a woman in his own image too.
He's in love with himself.
Yeah.
I think, we don't have to go there.
Sure.
I don't think the movie goes there, but there is a sense of like, ooh. I always remember being like, fuck yeah, Sally, like you get out of it.
Of course, you're always rooting for her to be away from him.
It gives her like more motivation and more characterization that you're really like, yes, she has something to fight against.
Yeah.
And she's the smartest person in the entire fucking town.
Of
which
course.
the movie tells you repeatedly over and over by her actions, by other characters, because she's the fucking best.
See? Scrumptious.
Watching this now with the whole Sally, evil scientist dynamic, the deadly nightshade, the nothing's more suspicious than frog breath.
You love frog breath.
I thought you loved frog breath. I was like, is this like Phantom Thread? Like, is there some like...
Oh god, oh.
Right? I was like, she's like
that
poisoning
angle.
him, but he kind of likes it, but then...
But she'd have to be into it.
She'd have to be into it too.
Yeah,
I think she was on some level like, fuck you. I'm into it because fuck you.
Sure.
But not in a like, let me take care of you.
Right. Well, because like clearly, if she poisoned him once and then she could have like run away, one would think. Although, where's she gonna go?
She sleeps on the street, so she really doesn't. She's destitute.
Yeah.
She's just trying to find her way, and then she does. She ekes it out.
Because she's the smartest one in this town.
Fuck yes.
Santa knows what's up. He's like, you guys.
Everybody listen to her.
Yeah, she should be the new mayor.
She's the queen. She's the mayor.
Yes.
She's in charge.
She's the queen.
The pumpkin queen.
She's the pumpkin queen.
I was like, yes, queen! She's the pumpkin queen! Love it. But yeah, this whole like Bride of Frankenstein, he's his own Igor, but then he also has an Igor, like with the brain and everything.
Oh my god.
And it's this old character actor, William Hickey, who I know, because I was like, oh, I know that voice from something I used to watch all the time as a kid. He's in Christmas Vacation. He's the grandpa who's like smoking the cigar all the time.
I haven't seen it.
Great. With the cat, and he's all grumpy. I was like, I know that voice. Like, when things just stick in there, like, they're so ingrained, but you have no fucking clue. And I was like, oh, that's what it is.
Well, so now it's time.
It's time to talk about the part of the movie you like.
Yes! Yeah.
You like the whole movie.
I do.
Now you do.
Yeah, I wasn't scared now. I could appreciate the visual imagery. I still don't know if it's my favorite.
Right, it's not your jam.
It's not my jam. It's very good jam, though. So, it's just different taste. It's very good jam.
It's an apricot where you prefer strawberry.
Exactly. That is my favorite strawberry.
I mean, it's the best.
Yeah. So this is great. So he finds himself in the forest of the tree doors. Still don't know how this happens.
What happens?
Well, like, how does he get out of... He doesn't open the door out of Halloween Town into the circle, but then that's how you get in into them? So
I think
do they all exit into? We don't know.
There's multiple ways to get into every place because later he like goes through the mausoleum.
Right.
And it's just like bye.
Sure.
And then also like how do they get to Earth?
Right.
Where is it in relation? I mean, I think it's just magical.
Great.
If you wander in the woods long enough, you find the holiday trees. And I tried, you guys.
Oh,
I tried.
Oh, that's so cute.
We got the Easter Bunny. We got Cupid for Valentine's Day. A leprechaun. What's Thanksgiving?
A giant turkey?
A pilgrim? A turkey?
Oh.
I mean, it should be a Native American, let's be honest.
I don't know what's through that door, and I don't think I want to know.
No, I don't think I want to go to Thanksgiving town.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm. Is there like a different turkey mascot that gets slaughtered every year?
Yeah, see, if it's a giant turkey, then is he sacrificing himself?
Oh. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go there.
No.
So there's this beautiful shot of him turning in the knob, looking into the knob.
I mean, that iconic shot of his hand. Apparently, that was the hardest shot in the whole movie because the reflection. It had to
they had to keep all the cameras out.
Yeah, and they had to reflect it all fish-eyed backwards, like the forest or whatever. So apparently, that was the most difficult shot to create. The wind, the snowy wind. Ooh.
Grabs him in.
Grabs him in, and he falls through the praying mantis Willy Wonka ferry boat.
That always terrified me too.
Terrifying. Every time I watch that movie now, I'm just like, this is in that movie? Who made these decisions? But I love it.
Yeah.
But like, what the fuck is this though? Like literally, what the fuck is
It's like
this?
an LSD trip is what it is.
Fully.
Yeah.
But yeah, he like falls through it. And
snow.
What's this?
What's this? So I loved, someone tweeted just recently that they wanted a rendition of Avaryl. Every time Avaryl says, what's this?
What's this? What's this?
What is this?
What's this? Yeah, there you go.
Well, and I didn't realize it until they tweeted at us. I was like, wait, I think that might be like unconsciously what I was doing all of these years because I watched this movie so many times. What is this? You know? Christmas Town? You know, I think that it was just so in there.
Maybe.
What is this? Christmas Town?
That might be why. What is this? What is it? I don't know.
If you guys comment with the time codes, I will put it together.
Oh.
A little Christmas tree.
A little vacation for me. I love it.
Yeah.
What's this? What's this?
What's this? I think this is my favorite song.
I mean, it's fucking great.
It's like just so catchy. I mean, they're pretty good. There's a lot of really good music, but
this music is so good because I remember literally watching Corpse Bride, right, and like being super excited and like, ooh, it's gonna be obviously not as good because nothing will ever be, but like I was excited. And what really part of the reason Corpse Bride was so kind of disappointing was the music. There weren't enough songs, and the songs that were there, you know, were okay.
With this, it's like the songs are all integrated. They're all diegetic.
It really is a musical.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, we're now furthering the plot, and so there are a lot of songs, but they're like not noticeable, and you know, like.
Well, there's a lot of like melancholy songs about emotions.
Yes.
And, like often in musicals, like bad musicals, if you skip the songs, it doesn't fucking matter at all.
Matter.
Like not one bit. You'd be like, oh, I didn't. Cool. In this one, I mean, you'd have like a 30-minute movie, but also it really explains a lot of emotionally what's going on.
Yes.
And it's like how the people in Halloween Town express themselves. Oh, like, you know, Sally's like, oh, I can't tell him that I love him, but I'll sing a song about it. You know, it's like, yeah, you will. Love it.
Yeah, I do.
How much he means to me.
Yeah, I mean, and then we go to Whoville, essentially.
Yes. And this was super duper Whoville, which was fun, because that's what I like.
It's filmed like a musical, like the shots have movement into the camera, everything flows, and just like, it's integral to what he's saying. It's choreographed, it's fully choreographed.
The filmmaking is all, it's like sweeping.
It's integrated all together.
Yeah.
It works perfectly together.
It's really great.
It's fucking great.
That's it. There we go. We did it.
Oh, great. Okay. There's more to talk about. Can we talk about his, like, Christmas Town TED Talk?
Oh my gosh. So you guys, there's this place. You wouldn't believe it, but it's real.
Now we'll take an oversized sock. Does it still have a foot in it?
Does it still have a foot?
Let me see. Let me look. Is it rotted and covered with gook?
Like, it's so delightful watching all of these. I mean, essentially, I equate it to, like, Gentiles trying to understand Hanukkah.
Okay.
You know, because it's all these, like, Halloween, you know, people just being like, they only know one way of doing
Right,
things or whatever,
right.
and this is this total mystery of like, what do you mean it's all good cheer?
Sure.
And everything, like, is there a severed head inside of the bed? You know, like whatever, all of the things. It's so funny, and they're so like curious and like
Yes.
delighted. They're not like rejecting it. Or, like,
Exactly.
"What's this?"
They're
just, like,
open-minded, but it's like the different ways that people think. You know,
this
it's
movie's
like
got a lot of layers.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, Christmas Town is one way, and people think about, oh, this, but then like the Halloween Town people are always just like, well, I'm down for socks, but what do we do with them? You know,
Right,
it's like,
right.
okay, I see it this way.
Yes, yes.
We stick snakes in the socks, right?
I mean, that just makes sense.
A box?
Is it steel? Are there locks?
Is it filled with a pox?
A pox? How delightful, a pox.
Oh, we don't scare people.
You
I'm
don't scare
confused.
people? What do you mean? That is our purpose in life.
Yeah.
There's a subtle message throughout that, like, we need Halloween and Christmas, and
Yes.
they each have their own function and purpose in the, you know, wheel of holidays or whatever
Or
it is.
exactly, the Wheel of Holidays, which would be a year, which is life, I guess.
Sure, there you go.
There you go.
You know?
I agree. And what's nice though too is that you would think then at the end you could easily be like, and all of us different people have to stay separate. You
Right,
know?
yeah.
But instead it's like, no.
It's all-
There's snow. What's this?
Yeah. What's this?
Ooh, that would be a good way to end it. Like a cute little button at the end of the credits where it's just like, what's this?
It's like a snowflake.
Yeah. Fade to black. Or it's like a 4-leaf clover. See, but that'd be if they were doing a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Like you said, the music sort of just, like, he's giving his TED Talk about Christmas, the PowerPoint, you know, oh, and this is a Christmas tree, and this is this. And it sort of becomes a song, you know,
Yes.
it's like naturally integrated. And then, I mean, the running joke throughout, and they call him Santa Claus. Santa Claus!
Sandy Claus.
Later on, he has this whole like Christmas board, his mathematical equations,
Oh,
the
well,
square
I mean,
root. I mean,
the science montage.
is great.
When he opens his Mary Poppins bag and it's just beakers and microscopes. But the square root of Christmas equals chestnuts over an open fire divided by...
But then it's a sandy, and then it's
Yeah.
just like a lobster claw. Love it. Sandy Claus.
I am not mad at a Halloween costume where you are Sandra Dee with lobster claws and you are Sandy Claus. Not mad.
Look at me.
I'm Sandy Claus.
That's so stupid. I love it.
It's the stupidest thing ever and no one would get it and I would love
Or
it.
would they? What if
Or
it did?
They found their lobster then.
But so would it be like a black leather jumpsuit with
Would you be
lobster
which
claws?
Sandy? Would you Sandy D or
Well,
would you be Sandra D or Sandy?
no, you have to be Sandy.
You have to be Sandy. So yeah, you'd be in the full leather,
Yeah. Blonde wig,
sexy
but
blonde
lobster
wig,
claws.
but lobster claws.
Sandy Claus.
Maybe there's a Santa hat.
Of
maybe.
course.
I like this a lot.
A lot. So, quick commercial break, and then we will be back with more Oogie Boogie. Ooh, Oogie Boogie. Now that would have been good if it was...
Oogie Boogie?
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie Bugle Boy?
Oh my god, the Oogie Boogie Bugle. That would have been so weird, but I'm here for it.
I'm like, now I'm imagining some sort of Hocus Pocus Bette Midler Bugle Boy crossover.
Yes.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Catherine O'Hara, you know, extravaganza.
Yes.
And I want to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Commercial break.
There's so much, like, darkness in this movie, but it manages it really well. I mean, it's macabre, but, you know, like, Sally, essentially, the first time watching this movie, you'd be like, well, and then she threw herself out the window and committed suicide because of this weird slave, you know, kidnapping situation where she's having to poison her boss so he'll leave her alone. Like, it's like, oh my god, paper, this is absolutely terrifying, you know,
but then she just stitches herself back together and she delivers her bottle of spirits.
With the butterfly. She's a
Loved
really
it.
magical cook.
And the plate of dead fish bones.
I
Loved
mean,
it.
what else would Jack Skellington eat?
Of course.
And he throws his rib bone for Zero to find out. All right, fine, fetch it.
All right. Here you go, boy.
Well, in her magical premonition, he loves me, he loves me not, and then it turns into a Christmas tree, and then it catches on fire.
It's pretty dark.
Yes, it was very dark. It's a premonition.
Yeah.
It's a bad one.
Yeah.
Bad omen. Yeah, I mean, the science isn't, I mean, you know, he like crushes an ornament into like boiling water and then it glows and you're like, he's like, what?
But why?
What a strange reaction. And it's like, what is this? You know, he's trying to cut a snowflake and it's like a spider. Like, he just can't, I just can't not be Jewish. You know, it's just like, I just don't get it.
He's so mind-boggling.
No matter what he does, he just wants to, you know, have something different and understand. He just really wants to understand.
Curiosity killed the cat. That's right, I know. I love that. That's like that's a thing to strive for.
Yeah. Oh my God, and we didn't talk about the big fat lady with Pugsley on a leash.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there were some truly upsetting visuals in this movie. Little with his eyes sewed shut, little Pugsley with his eyes. I mean, it's not actually Pugsley, but
I mean,
it's Pugsley. But okay. Well, and then there's the creepy unicycle clown, and then there's the creepy like decomposed clown.
Yeah.
And then there's the creepy like Harley Quinn.
I think that was the creepiest one.
Mouth guy.
Yeah.
Who's voiced by Greg Proops from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh.
Something's up with Jack. Something's up with Jack.
That's good.
And he has a fucking electric chair
Oh my
in
God,
his
right.
house.
Just like chill out, of course.
I mean, come on.
I'd read that as required decor for any eligible skeleton king.
He's not the skeleton king, he's the pumpkin king.
Sure. So why? Yeah.
I mean, I just want to be in the room when they're like talking to Disney execs, like, okay, so then in this shot, he'll have an electric chair.
Oh yeah, with Christmas
lights that go around it.
And he cranks and then they explode.
He turns, it's a working electric chair.
Yeah. So then he has his epiphany and he's like, I've got it. We're going to steal Christmas.
Right. He looks at it as, we're taking over this year.
Sure.
You know, you wouldn't mind. It must be exhausting.
Yeah.
You know, like his intentions, as misguided and sort of selfish as they are, you know,
It's true. He really thinks that he can do it.
Right? You know, he's just really trying.
Yeah, so he gets the whole town on board. He says, okay, here, I need everyone's help. You're going to do this. This is where we're first introduced to the kids, who I always found terrifying as a child.
They were also one of the scariest parts.
I guess because they're in cahoots.
Yeah, they're in cahoots with Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, and they're so tricks. You know, they're liars. They're little. You can't trust them.
No, I mean everyone else in the town seems to be, you know, controlled by Jack or like working within the laws of however Halloween Town works. Like they're all like nice to each other.
Yeah, they're all genuine.
They want to scare other people.
Exactly.
But they're all nice to each other, but they're sort of outlanders. You know, they're like on their own.
You don't know what to expect with them.
So I don't know why Jack. I mean, he's at this point he's just a mess. But I don't know why he told them
to go get Sandy Claus.
To kidnap Sandy Claus.
Kidnap Mr. Sandy Claus?
This was always one of my favorite songs. They go back to their lair. Everything's all
this is definitely one of
spooky and kooky. I mean, this is one of the catchiest ones.
Yes.
And oh my God, it was always so scary. They like have this claw-footed bathtub that they wind up, and then it just starts walking. I'm like, ah! Oh my God.
The cages that they feed to the Oogie Boogie Man, and it's like
the scorpions that come out. I mean, it was all really scary.
Yeah.
And we get the first little glimpse of Oogie Boogie.
Sandy Claus.
When the creepy snake, like from Beetlejuice, you know, pops out. And we see that throughout. There's a lot of imagery that's like obviously very Tim Burton, but like directly, literally, like the cat doll that's like all creepy that he gives as one of the presents is like literally from Batman. Or Batman Returns. But there's like stuff that's like literally, you know, taken from him or whatever.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
So then this is a silly, fun, nonsense moment. So then they're like, we got Sandy Claus. And then they open the bag and it's like the Easter Bunny and it's just like, wow.
I like that he doesn't talk.
No.
Because he's a bunny.
Yeah.
Bunny! You know?
God.
Always made me laugh.
Is that like an Of Mice of Men thing? Of Mice and Men?
Oh my God. No, he does look like Lenny, but it's actually based on Tor Johnson, who, I mean, this is a long walk. Okay. He was a wrestler who then became an actor in a bunch of Ed Wood movies. Then Tim Burton was in pre-production with Ed Wood while this was going on. Tor Johnson was a character in Ed Wood, the movie. It's a lot.
Wow.
So there's a lot of little Easter eggs. I don't, but I do kind of want to see the short, you know, like the Disney short of Lock, Shock, and Barrel going to Easterland or whatever.
Yes.
Just, what's this? crap. What's this?
Just eggs and that shitty plastic green grass stuff that gets everywhere.
Everywhere. Well, so then it's the next iconic song. I mean, pretty much every song is iconic in this. Making Christmas, making Christmas, making Christmas.
Wrapped up so nice with spider legs and pretty bones.
It gets wrapped up so nice. The voice work is so good. Like, the vampires have such fun. The devil, his voice work is fabulous.
It's time to party.
I like that the devil isn't in charge. Like
yeah.
I mean, he's literally a devil.
Right.
I don't know if he's the devil or if he's just supposed to be a demon, but I mean, he looks like the devil, and he's hanging out with the Wolfman and
he can't
unicycle clown.
Yeah, he can't hold up to
Jack Skellington. I mean, come on.
Pumpkin King.
He's the Pumpkin King. And see how I transform this rat into a most delightful hat.
Delightful hat.
All the production line of like, and then I'll just chop this doll's head off. It looks even better.
The guillotine.
This duck will come alive. You know,
oh my God.
everything is like
the bullet holes or whatever.
How do we terrify? Like, how do we make everything
scary?
Okay, great. I love it. So we get our first glimpse of Oogie Boogie's lair.
Yes.
All this black light, and the roulette wheels, and the jacks with the gun. I mean, it's very imaginative, visual, scary.
Yeah.
You know, all of the above.
It's all vices. Mm-hmm. It's also kind of reminiscent for me of, what is it, Pinocchio when they go to Treasure Island?
It feels like...
Pleasure Island?
Pleasure
Island.
That movie's fucking weird.
Weird.
Pinocchio's weird.
And you know what's really weird is that they're like, oh, you know what, we should make another one.
They're making another one?
They're making like a live action nonsense.
Didn't they already do that with Roberto Benigni?
I don't know.
They did.
I think they did.
It happened. Yeah. It was a bad idea.
It is. They need to stop. Also, do you know what I just found out?
What?
Do you know who's doing the music for the live action Aladdin?
The fucking La La Land guys? Fuck that. Well, what are they gonna do? They're gonna write new songs? Fuck that. Fuck them. What the fuck? I'm not seeing that movie.
Thank you.
No.
Have you seen the trailer?
No, because it's nonsense.
So
I saw
the teaser. They have the teaser and it's just shot for shot, but worse.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? When they do a live action Nightmare Before Christmas, then that's when the pitchforks can come out.
I think Tim Burton will chain himself to the holiday trees and say, fuck you with your bulldozers. No. No, I can't. I cannot. I will gladly retro review Aladdin. I cannot watch the new one. I refuse.
Yeah.
It's on record. I mean, and that goes for the Lion King one too. I can't do it.
Oh no, I don't want to.
No. I mean, I couldn't even watch the live action Jungle Book, and everyone kept telling me it was good.
Right?
But I'm sorry.
I'm good.
I'm cool.
I'll just go watch. We learned it with we did Beauty and the Beast.
We did Beauty and the Beast,
which is at least one that makes sense.
At least somewhat more human.
Sense. Yeah, exactly.
And less magic, slightly. Well, but all the candles. It was a bad idea. It was bad. But Kevin Kline was in it, so I agreed to see it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, we've talked about the details about every single production design choices made, but like, there's also just a reality that like everything feels real in it. Like I was noticing, Oogie Boogie he's cranking the big old crank with them on it or whatever, and every time he cranks it, it pushes his stomach out of the way.
Oh.
You know, like shit like that, where it's like you didn't have to do that.
Sure.
You absolutely probably could have saved yourself more time not doing that, but it just makes it all the more real and like lived in.
You know, I was just thinking it would be kind of fun. I mean, obviously they do the Haunted Mansion for Halloween.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of like a Disney ride. I don't know if you've been on have you been on Ariel's ride?
On what? Who?
Ariel?
Oh.
Ariel. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Ariel?
Yes, Ariel.
Oh, Ariel. She has a ride?
They have like a Little Mermaid ride now.
No.
They have like basically, they kind of have started adding new rides that are like the old, like Peter Pan and whatever. Where it's
Peter
just
Pan
kind of
already had a ride. Oh, like those.
Like those, where it's like,
got it.
And you sit in this car.
Like, they got rid of Peter Pan!
No.
Great.
No. You sit in this car and it goes down a track and here's all of these cool motion
I'm surprised
things.
they didn't do a Little Mermaid one sooner.
Exactly. So they did. And it's lovely and fun, and I have a good time every time I go on. There's a funny video somewhere of like they like got stuck, and people are just stuck where it's like do always greener, do is always greener. I'm like, oh my god, this is a nightmare.
What's this? You've come to a stop. Maybe it's that sea witch.
The Oogie Boogie lair would be like a
real
fun, cool, or at least part of it, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like this is such a visual, immersive feeling where it's
Delight.
like to go on a cart or like a snowmobile or whatever, they could pick
Little
something.
Christmas snowmobile.
Exactly. Where you get in that and then you go through and it's like this, making Christmas, or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be really fun.
I'd be here for it.
And then because they love blacklight in all of these rides.
yes.
That's what we think of it, where it's like, ooh, and then you're in the
Like when you go to hell on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
That'd be a fun ride.
I'm always so surprised that that's still a ride. I know. Because who the fuck cares about that? I love it. But like...
Yeah. I think it's there only for...
Wind in the Willows!
Yeah,
You're
right.
Oh, everyone's clamoring for that Wind in the Willows live-action remake. You know, it's like, not really.
No.
Not so much.
I mean, they tried the Headless Horseman. It did not work.
Did they?
Oh, yeah, there was a Headless Horseman movie.
Oh,
called,
Sleepy
like,
Hollow?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Tim Burton movie? Sleepy Hollow?
Didn't work for me.
It's great. I actually love it.
Oh, okay, well then there you go, see? Maybe I should watch it again.
It's not really for you,
Yeah.
but it's great.
Okay, cool.
Jack sets out on his...
Ill-fated Sandy Claus adventure.
Ill-fated Sandy Claus adventure, going from house to house. He slams down on the first kid.
God, right.
The angels like floating there. Santa?
Santa.
Oh, honey, what did Santa bring you this year? Ah!
The shrunken head.
Oh my god, the snake like eating the tree with like the
Always
box.
terrified me.
The
Always
box
terrified me.
just like... meow.
Yep. The square.
They bring out, like World War II.
Right, the anti-aircraft guns.
It's like the...
It's like London, 1943. What?
The Blitz! Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? I loved it. It was
Yeah.
like the Blitz. Hurry, get down to the tube. It was great.
Yeah.
They're trying to hit us.
They are aiming for us, Zero.
Oh, no.
And they shoot him. Like, they shoot him out of the sky, and he explodes into...
Of course, a graveyard.
Well, and all this sort of fun business with like the kids reacting and everyone calling the police. Oh, really? Another call about evil presents?
Yeah.
Oh my god! The wreath.
Yes, I know. He's a skeleton. Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He puts the wreath in.
And
The old lady.
The knitting old lady is like, ah!
Police, I know, a skeleton. Keep calm.
Of course, they have their like magic brew that they can see.
They can see into the
It's like a 1-to-1.
It's a dimensional looking glass.
Portal looking glass. It's the pensieve from Harry Potter, and I was like, but they don't have to put their faces in it, but it's fine. And it's great. It's fun. It's great. And Sally sees, oh my god, he's been shot out of the sky, and so she takes it into her own hands because she's a fucking boss bitch.
Yes.
Where did they take that Santa Claus anyway? Goes to find Oogie Boogie. And this whole seduction.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's very disturbing.
What?
The
But I love
sexuality
it.
around
Sally.
Yeah. It's a little disturbing, but also she empowers herself. So
She totally empowers herself.
she's smarter than all of these dumb men, and
Yeah,
so
really.
therefore,
Honestly.
she's better than them.
And she sticks her sexy leg coming through, and then just her hands come down. I'll get you out. And they're untying him. Oh, and it seems like Oogie Boogie really has a thing for feet.
Yeah, right.
Tickle,
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 tickle.
or whatever.
Did you ever see Tickled?
No.
Oh God, you have to.
Do I?
Yeah, it's not scary. It's fascinating.
Great.
And crazy.
Okay.
Great documentary. If you haven't watched Tickled, watch Tickled. But this also, I would have, what I would have really loved though is if if the leg had had a skirt. I guess then there would have had to have been a hand that she couldn't spare the hand. But if there had been
like a Claude Colbert from It Happened One Night.
Yes, exactly.
So then we cut back to the cemetery. I love that Zero brings him his jaw.
Is that what it is? I love it.
His jaw got blown off. His mandible is like, Murr. And so Zero's just like, oh, I played fetch with you again. Brings it back and it's like, but attaches back to his face so he can sing this fabulous lament in the cemetery. This song I always loved because it really showed off Danny Elfman's baritone. This was the real bassy.
Yeah, real bassy. Because what was really impressive is that he shifts so much.
So much.
It's like, I'm gonna be up here talking about however, and then I'm.
He's got a great.
It's really
voice,
amazing, yeah.
Oh, Jack.
You know what would be kind of fun? I mean, this would be really great if he did a Christmas album. But like Michael Bublé, like Frank Sinatra style,
Yes.
is just like giving you that like sexy
I want it.
bass, like ooh.
I want it.
Nightingale Before Christmas or something like silly like that, where it's like singing, you know.
Danny Elfman's A Nightingale Before Christmas. So incredibly here
Maybe
for
he's
this.
in drag as a nightingale. I don't know.
Maybe too far.
Too far.
I don't know. I'm imagining like some combination of like those Brian Setzer like Christmas albums and him too. I don't know why. Something.
The Pumpkin King. I am the Pumpkin King.
The Pumpkin King. And like his lips are down.
Yeah. It's good. Scary.
And he through song realizes what his wrongdoings and what he, my goodness, I should have appreciated what I had, and I shouldn't have tried to just like muscle in essentially on what wasn't mine.
Well, yeah, I should stay true to who I am while
still appreciating
something else.
Yes, exactly.
It's a lesson about cultural appropriation.
Really it is.
So then he says, but there's still time to make it right. And so then he goes through this luckily placed tomb.
It's just like, it's like the cellar, like the tornado's coming.
Yeah, exactly. And here we go. And back in Halloween Town. And he climbs out and he like creepily see. It's like a spider.
Yeah, he is very spider-like.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the long legs. He's like a daddy long leg, but only with two legs and two arms that are also really long.
Daddy long legs.
Oh, daddy. What was the?
Daddy. Oh.
No, what was the thing earlier? The song.
Bone daddy.
Bone daddy. See, he's a bone.
He's a real bone daddy.
Yeah. Yummy bony daddy. Oh no. As it was coming out, I was like, that's wrong. It's wrong.
I'm just gonna bleach that from my memory. But yes, Oogie Boogie is torturing Sandy Claus and Sally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like he's just so gleefully and just constantly like, we're gonna gamble, but I cheat. He's just constantly like, I cheat, so like, you're gonna lose.
What? Snake eyes? Good.
11. He just says so many like syllables. It's good.
It is.
He's gonna dump them into some sort of lava or something.
Or some sort of magical acid potion. Fire.
Not
potion?
sure.
I don't know.
Well, and this the whole time, the mayor's driving around with his bullhorn that grows. Jack is down.
Yeah.
The Pumpkin King.
Jack has been blown to smithereens.
Jack
is burned to smithereens.
Smithereens.
It's good.
It's so fabulous.
As it stretches out.
I mean, I do love that in many ways, Oogie Boogie is his own literal undoing. It's fun,
Literally.
Oh, it always the thread starts to come apart.
Why does he leave the thread?
He doesn't notice it. Like
he
just
didn't notice it.
It's just sort of phrase, on something.
Gotcha.
And then it gets longer.
Gotcha.
And then it gets longer. And then Jack does pull it.
He sees it and is like, I'm gonna pull this and
but then
undo
it gets all twisted in the thing, and it reveals that he was just a burlap sack full of bugs.
Yeah.
Where was his soul?
I don't know. Who was speaking?
Yeah. Lots of questions.
Because, like, as the bugs scatter, my bugs!
My bugs! My bugs!
My bugs!
And
then one little
Santa
bug.
Claus.
Yeah, one little bug is like, my bugs! And it's like, nah, bitch.
Like, damn. Santa Claus learned a little bit about Halloween Town in that moment. Although we're still calling him Sandy Claus. Every time I'm imagining Olivia Newton-John.
Love it.
Excited about it.
I'm excited to Photoshop her with the Santa Claus hat.
I can't wait. Next time you want to take over somebody else's holiday, I'd listen to her. She's the only one that has any idea what's going on in this town.
It's true.
So then Santa saves Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, did you not want that severed head? Here's a puppy!
Well, so then this is nice. This is where we get that, like, worlds colliding.
Happy Halloween! Merry Christmas!
Haven't you heard of peace on earth and goodwill towards man? No. But they have now. They have now because he's sharing it. What's this? What's this? So it starts snowing in Halloween Town.
What's this? They're playing hockey with pumpkins. They're scooting around, just like
on the ice skating
snow
witches.
Angel, like the creature from the Black Lagoon is making a snow angel, and Sally sort of wanders off. Like
off in the snow to the now snowy icicle. I like that icicles had time to form. On the little spiral, but
it's magic.
Sure.
Get over it. It's magic.
Yeah.
And she's sort of lamenting, you know, like, oh, well, what's going to happen to me now, basically.
Where do I go? What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sort of without an anchor.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Jack, very, very lovely, asks if he can join her for a kiss, a smooch up on the spiral hill.
This was lovely.
It was lovely. It's always weird to me. Have fun kissing those bones on his face.
Yeah, that is an interesting predicament.
Fine.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's lovely. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. They found each other.
I mean, I guess she doesn't have to worry about him not getting
No! 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 I knew you were going there. I said no. I don't want to think about this anymore because I'm going to a deep, dark place.
Oh, no.
Lots of other thoughts.
Oh, no.
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 And they kissed and it was beautiful. And they're in love and they're perfect for each other.
Yeah, and they're going to live happily ever after in Halloween Town.
King and queen of Halloween Town.
I am so here for Catherine O'Hara as Pumpkin Queen.
I am so here for Catherine O'Hara, Pumpkin Queen, Bette Midler, Winifred Sanderson.
Oh my God, yes.
Crossover event, concert, singing extravaganza.
Yes.
I literally...
We have to make this happen.
It's so fabulous. At Disney Hall. Like,
oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
But like Disney Hall decked out as Nightmare Before Christmas.
100%. Slash just Halloween in general. Like,
sure.
Hocus Pocus in general.
Exactly. Yes.
Love this idea.
Well, so cheers again to the end of Shocktober. I mean, we already finished it, but whatever.
The beginning of the Christmas
Spirit.
holiday season.
Yeah. We have Christmas. We have New Year's. When Harry Met Sally.
Hanukkah?
Sure, Hanukkah. What Hanukkah movie is there?
8 Crazy Nights?
Oh, God. Never. There's no way you could pay me to do that movie.
I'm honestly
Actually,
surprised there are not more family dramedies that involve Hanukkah, because I feel like it would make a lot of money.
Do you?
Like it's a minority of sorts in the holiday movie tradition.
That's fair.
So I'm surprised there isn't like a funny, like a big fat Greek wedding style sort of like fun family dramedy holiday Hanukkah sort of thing.
That's fair.
It seems like it would do well.
That does.
Because it would literally be the only one.
Well, then maybe we should write it.
I'm surprised there isn't one where it's like, oh no, I'm like, I usually celebrate Christmas, but like I married a Jew, or you know, like.
Oh, I'm here for that
like
story.
Like a fun rom-com about like. Remember, what was that movie, like 4 Christmases, right? Where like, oh, both our parents are divorced, we have to go to 4 different houses. Like, I'm surprised that they haven't done one where it's like, oh, and my parents are Jewish, but my parents are Christian.
Christmaka would be perfect.
Perfect, there you go. It's starring Reese Witherspoon and, you know, Patrick Dempsey or some shit.
But he's not Jewish.
I'm just, I don't know, just throwing out names.
But who's like a good, cute Jew?
Billy Eichner, and also It's Gay, maybe?
Oh, okay. Or maybe he's the brother.
He could be the fun brother.
He could be like the fun gay brother who also gets a gay...
We can't reach for the full stars of a gay rom-com Jewish holiday crossover event.
I think that's a little
too much to ask for.
Yeah.
But he could be the fun, funny, fabulously gay brother.
I like that.
Well, the girl could be Jewish.
Sure. Well, she should be if she's like...
Like Sarah Silverman.
If the kid... Oh my God, yes. Sarah Silverman and then her gay brother, Michael
Eisner? Now that's a movie I would not see. I'm cool, I'll pass on that one.
But yes, Sarah Silverman, her gay brother Billy Eichner, and then Patrick Dempsey comes and has Hanukkah with the crazy family.
Sure, I like that we still brought Patrick Dempsey in.
I'm on board with that.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay. So, cheers to this masterpiece and Catherine fucking O'Hara.
Always to Catherine fucking O'Hara. And Bette Midler, let's make this happen. Make it happen. Tweet everyone.